My company only hosts work parties on Saturdays and Sundays. And they're always potlucks. Am I alone on this? Or is this absolutely tasteless? I never go, and it's infuriating to be obligated on my days off on this way. It's ridiculous. Don't go. Not on the clock, not their time. Just say you can't go. If it's mandatory, it should either happen during company time or have compensation. No exceptions. Boss makes $1, I make a dime. That's why I only party on company time. Sounds like an extension of everyone's favorite the lunch and learn lunch not provided. Potlucks are terrible. There's always inequity in contribution, and there's always people left out due to dietary restrictions or even just taste bud differences. Weekend time and you need to take your own food? Get out of here. I generally do not attend events outside my work hours. They are not my family. I am not obligated to be there, and I'm not getting paid. I also don't want more cooking to do than I already do. I'm so done with the working world. Sounds like you're not obligated. I've worked at startups where some parties after hours were basically mandatory. It sucked, but never occurred on weekends at least. It is absolutely ridiculous. You're definitely not alone in that. How generous of them to allow you to eat your own food on your own time. They are hosting, but it's potluck. Someone doesn't know definitions. Don't go. Unless it's mandatory and paid. And if it's potluck, bring the napkins or nothing. Lol, they want you to show up on a weekend. Unpaid. While you also need to make or buy food on your own dime. Hell no. When we mock pizza parties in lieu of livable wages on here. At the very least, those pizza parties are during the week and from company coffers. The only way they could make this worse would be if they also ask you to be their own caterer. Waiters. Makes it an easy choice not to go. Are you required to be there? Claim those hours as overtime. If they're not paying you to be there, then you're not required to be there. If they try to make you go, submit those hours for payment. I would never participate in that foolishness. I would never, just wasting weekend. I never attended any party put on by the company that took place after work hours. I did contribute to the potluck lunch, but the company provided all the major meats and sides, and employees just added dessert and special sides. Going into work unpaid on a day off to eat Susan's weird homemade taco salad? Hard no from me, dog. I would literally never show up. Start bringing in kale. I will never eat at a potluck anyway. You know how nasty people's kitchens are. Especially those with pets. Ridiculous. My company once hosted a pay-for-yourself Christmas lunch on my day off. My boss told me he was absolutely shocked I didn't attend. Maybe because I hated your ass? Don't go. If there's alcohol, just say you are a recovering addict and you get a free pass out of almost everything. Yesterday I'd shared about a temp agency recruiter whose assignment I was on, and he kept insisting that I call him after hours or during lunch, and that maybe to not inconvenience their client, which is understandable, but I made him call while I was on the clock. Similarly, just don't go. And you have to bring your own food to share? What's the upside of going? If they're hosting, they should be providing the food and fun. I would be pissed too. That's absurd. Can you just skip them? Is there a reason you're going? Don't go. Unless they're paying me, I'm not going. What's better than a pizza party? Having employees bring their own food on their dime. Excellent. Because I hate work parties and potlucks. So everyone agrees. I'll hear from you on Monday. Enjoy the weekend. Say you have a weekend job BC they don't pay you enough smile with horns. UPAID unattended. I will never eat potluck anywhere, especially at a work function. I do not want botulism. Why would you go? Bring a single lunch-sized bag of chips for your contribution, lol. No, I wouldn't go. My weekends are mine and busy. And I'm a picky eater, mostly vegetarian, so not crazy about potlucks either. Who is hosting? Lols. Is the boss coming? What are they bringing? Where is this event happening? At the office? My boss hosted a potluck last summer and I'll never go again. They used to pay for plan events, so it was weird. Our monthly combined birthday party is just us donating money or bringing potluck. The main event happens at 11:30, which is the end of my shift. I don't think anyone even goes anyway. Employers are such goddamn cheapskates these days. Can't even spring for pizza once a month, and our company is not large but makes a metric shit ton of money. Sorry, I have a life. That's ridiculous. If they harass you about it, it's time to make up an excuse that entails you leaving town on the weekends. Or not being available because you caretake for a family member or something. Potlucks are disgusting anyways. You don't know how clean those people keep their houses. Or if they know safe food etiquette. For all you know, their dog jumped on the counter and sneezed in that gelatinous spaghetti. Blended right in, lol. I don't care what day it is, I'm not going as soon as I hear potluck. Sounds optional to me. My wife runs a company and we always do parties in the AM and cut everyone loose 4 hours early. It's really not that hard to be a human. They can tell you what it was like on Monday. 100 tasteless AF. Do not attend. Catered meal or GTFO. I won't go if the company don't make it worth my personal time. My employer is hosting a Christmas party this year in the middle of the city, where I'd have to pay my own parking. Said Christmas party is just drinks and canapes, where only employees could attend. Number 1. Screw that. I'd rather spend time with my partner. It's not an employee appreciation gig if we're supplying, well, everything. My job does this once a month for birthdays. I mean, it's nice these ladies know how to cook, but man, it's just distasteful. Potlucks are so gross. I see how people leave their desks every day and it does not make me want to eat food prepared in their dirty kitchens. Plus cats. I'm severely allergic and had a reaction to a coworker's meatballs one time. She said her cat was on the counter when she made them, so they might have hair in them. I haven't been able to eat anything potluck since. Doesn't sound like much of a party. Fuck it, do literally anything else. That's gonna be a no from me. Fuck potluck. Big nope. I've enjoyed some fun work potlucks. One place I work did a big soup-off every year. And a Pie Day Pie Festival boot defo, not off the clock and not mandatory. Competition breeds innovation and some of those pies were amazing. Talk with as many of your coworkers as you can and convince them not to go. Having a party on non-company time is fine, if the company is paying for it, like holiday parties. Do you think that supervisors will look down on people that don't go? How long have they been having parties like this? It sounds like they're clueless. This is why I always have a list of reasons and fake plans set in advance. Yeah. No is a complete sentence, but I can't overstate how relieving it is to present yourself as literally being unavailable as opposed to leaving it up for their interpretation and potentially trying to dig into the why, what, who of why you said no. Hosted company parties on weekends? Yeah, no on that. I got shit to do, not work related. No. Sounds like unpaid work to me.